Aqedah Tahawiyyah, the creed compiled by Imam Abu Ja'far at-Tahawi, rahimahullah, with the explanation of Shaykh Salih al-Fawzan, hafidhahullah. Then we reached point number 168. Out of the 228 points in the book, we reached point number 168. Walhamdulillah. So with this point, Abu Ja'far, rahimahullah, he begins a new matter and says, وَنُؤْمِنُ بِالْكِرَامِ الْكَاتِبِينَ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ قَدْ جَعَلَهُمْ عَلَيْنَا حَافِظِينَ. And we have Eemaan in the angels who are the noble scribes, the Kiraamul Kaatibeen. We have Eemaan in the angels who are the noble scribes, since Allah has appointed them as guardians over us. So here, Imam Abu Ja'far at-Tahawi, rahimahullah, he begins a point with regard to the angels. And he already dealt, if we remember, with something from the affair of the angels in point number 122. Well, he mentioned, and we have Eemaan in the angels and the prophets. And we had the explanation of that point before. But here in this point, he deals with some angels who have specified duties. So saying, and we have Eemaan in the noble scribes, those angels who are the noble scribes, since Allah has appointed them as guardians over us. With regard to this point, Shaykh al-Fawzan, hafidhahullah, says in explanation, Eemaan, true faith in the angels, in the malaika, alayhimus salam, is one of the pillars of Eemaan. Having Eemaan in the angels is one of the arkan, one of the pillars of Eemaan. And these fundamentals are present in the Qur'an. I mean, these fundamental principles of Eemaan. The 6 fundamental principles of Eemaan, as mentioned in the hadith of Jibreel, they are found mentioned in the Qur'an. Then he gives the evidence. The first ayah, وَلَكِنَّ الْبِرَّ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَالْمَلَائِكَةِ وَالْكِتَابِ وَالنَّبِيِّينَ. The ayah from Surah Al-Baqarah, the second surah, ayah 177, with the explanation, rather righteousness, al-birr, righteousness is the righteousness of one who has Eemaan in Allah, and in the last day, and in the angels, and in the books, and in the prophets. So this ayah the Shaykh is mentioning, it mentions from the 6 fundamental principles of Eemaan, it mentions Eemaan in Allah, Eemaan in the last day, Eemaan in the angels, Eemaan in the books, and Eemaan in the prophets. It mentions 5 of those fundamentals. Then he mentions a further ayah as proof of that. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 285. The ayah before the end, the ayah before the last ayah of Surah Al-Baqarah, with the explanation, the messenger has Eemaan in everything sent down to him from his Lord, as do the believers. Each of them has Eemaan, each of them truly believes, has true faith in Allah and His angels and His books and His messengers. In other words, both of these ayahs mention Eemaan, and amongst what they mention from the fundamentals of Eemaan is having Eemaan in the angels. Both ayahs mention Eemaan in the angels. So Shaykh al-Fawzan said, so we have Eemaan in the angels. in the malaika, and that they are created beings from the creation of Allah, and that they are from the alimul ghaib. They are from the world of the hidden and unseen. Those things that, the alimul ghaib, those things that are hidden and unseen, kept hidden and unseen to us. We do not see them. Allah created them from light. And then in a footnote they mention evidence for this, that the angels were created from light. They mention the hadith of Aisha radiallahu anha, that she said, Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, خُلِقَتِ الْمَلَائِكَةُ مِن نُور وَخُلِقَ الْجَانُّ مِن مَارِجٍ مِن نَار وَخُلِقَ آدَمْ مِمَّا وُصِفَ لَكُمْ. The saying of Aisha radiallahu anha, that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, the angels were created from light, and the jinn were created from smokeless flame of fire, and Adam was created from what has been described to you. The hadith reported by Muslim. In other words, that Adam alayhi salam was created, as is mentioned in the clear ayahs, Adam was created from teen, from clay. Then with regard to the text, so Shaykh Fawzan has mentioned the point that we don't see the angels, they're part of the hidden and unseen, we don't see them, and Allah created them from light. Then he said, and they have been entrusted with duties which they implement and which they establish, each one having a duty which he has been entrusted with. Each angel, meaning each angel has been given a specific task. And along with that, then they worship Allah, the Mighty and Majestic, and do not slacken. Along each angel who has a specific duty to carry out, along with that duty, and whilst carrying out that duty, he also worships Allah all the time, without slackening. And the Shaykh Fawzan quotes two ayahs as evidence for that. يُسَبِّحُونَ اللَّيْلَ وَالنَّهَارِ لَا يَفْتُرُونَ. Surah Al-Anbiya, the 21st surah, ayah 20. In the context of the angels, with the explanation, they declare the perfection of Allah night and day. They do not slacken. They don't slacken at all. And he quotes further two ayahs as evidence. عِبَادٌ مُكْرَمُونَ لَا يَسْبِقُونَهُ بِالْقَوْلِ وَهُمْ بِأَمْرِهِ يَعْمَلُونَ. Surah Al-Anbiya, the 21st surah, ayahs 26 and 27. Again, with regard to the angels, with the explanation, the angels are honored servants. They do not precede him, they do not precede Allah with any saying, and they act upon his commands. Then Shaykh al-Fawzan mentions, and they are of categories. Angels there are different categories of angels, and from their categories are. Then he goes on to mention one of the main categories of the angels, the ones mentioned in the point of Tahawiyyah. So he says, from their categories is Al-Hafadha, the guardian angels. Al-Hafadha. And he explains who are these guardian angels, who are the Hafadha. He said, they are the ones entrusted by Allah to guard the descendants of Adam and to record their deeds. In other words, he explains the two meanings of what a guardian angel means. They're a guardian for the sons of Adam in two senses. They guard and protect him, by Allah's command, and they guard and they preserve and write down the deeds that he does. So it's in these two senses that they are guardian angels. They guard the person, and they guard and preserve and record his deeds. So Shaykh Fawzan said they are the ones entrusted by Allah to guard the descendants of Adam and to record their deeds. So every single person from the descendants of Adam has 4 angels with him, guarding him throughout the night and the day. Every single one of us, our brothers, our sisters, every single one of us has 4 angels with us at all times. 4 angels guarding him throughout the night and the day. 2 guardian angels. 2 angels there to guard him. 2 guardian angels, 1 on the right and 1 on the left. In this sense, meaning the guardian angels in the sense of the ones who write down. The ones on your right and your left, the ones who write down the deeds. So he starts by mentioning that you have 2 guardian angels, 1 on your right and 1 on your left. The one who is on the right writes down the good deeds, and the one who is on the left writes down the evil deeds. And whatever good deeds you do, the angel on your right writes it down. Whatever evil deeds you do, the angel on your left writes it down. Then he quotes the ayah, مَا يَلْفِظُ مِنْ قَوْلٍ إِلَّا لَدَيْهِ رَقِيبٌ عَتِيدٌ. Surah Qaf, the 50th surah, ayah 18. With the explanation, the person does not utter any saying except that there is an observer ready with him. Meaning an angel ready to write it down. Shaykh Fawzan said, so he's mentioned the 2 angels, the one on your right and the one on your left. Then he said, and 2 other angels are with you. One is in front of you. One is in front of him, he said, and one is behind him, guarding him from attacks against him, for as long as Allah has written that he should remain. Then he quotes the ayah as evidence for that. لَهُ مُؤَقِّبَاتٌ مِّن بَيْنِ يَدَيْهِ وَمِنْ خَلْفِهِ يَحْفَظُونَهُ مِنْ أَمْرِ اللَّهِ. Surah Al-Ra'd, the 13th surah, ayah 11. With the explanation, there are angels guarding him in succession, from in front of him and from behind him, by Allah's command. I mean, there are angels by Allah's command appointed for each person who take turns in succession, guarding him from in front and from behind. Shaykh Fawzan said, so the angels repel dangers from him, and then when his lifespan has been completed, they leave him. And then that which Allah has written for him befalls him. And when the person's come to the end of his lifespan, the angels leave him. Whatever end Allah has written for him comes to him. Shaykh Fawzan said, so we have Eemaan in this. We truly believe in this. And if we do truly have Eemaan in this, then we will feel shy of the honoured angels. So therefore we will not commit evil acts, and we will not speak futile words, since they will be written down against us. I mean, this Eemaan in the angels, in the guardian angels that are with us, it should lead us to behave in this manner, that we don't commit evil actions because we know the angels will be there. We should feel shy of those angels, that they should see us committing those evil actions. And we should know that if we do, then the angel on our left will be writing the actions down against us.